are just like us. We put people on a pedestal. We put, like, for example, me. Automatically, people think that they have to live up to my standard. If you are just getting into a workout routine, and even me, like, I'm not perfect. I eat when I'm hungry. If I'm hungry at midnight, I'm gonna have a snack. Now, I'm gonna have a conscious effort to eat something healthy, like I did yesterday. When I got out of church, I went to Walmart, and I was like, okay, I really want that chocolate so bad. I really just want to blow it, eat a package of cookies. But I constantly think of, like, okay, what's an alternative? What can I go to whenever I'm craving that sweet thing or when I'm craving that salty thing? Because I like it all. Like, it doesn't just stop with the sweet or the salty. I want chips.
That's my problem. Yeah. Once you break it or once you, like, give in, you're like, crap, now I want more.
Yes.
Because sugar really is. The more sugar you take, the more you crave.
It's true. So, like, last night, though, when I walked in the store, I started to think in my head, like, what could I have with these strawberries instead of the caramel dip or instead of the chocolate dip? And it dawned on me. I was like, okay, well, maybe I could get that Justin's butter, because that's not that bad. I could get the single package. Well, they were out of the single packets. And I started looking around in that area, and I was like, hey, whipped cream, chocolate mixed together, 20 calories for a tablespoon. I mean, it's really not that bad.
No carb, yeah.
And it went together very well. But I'm always thinking of different ways to, like, just continue to lead a healthier lifestyle, even in my home. Like, I can't bring in certain foods. And if it gets brought into the house, I'm like, Michael, please hide this, because I'm going to binge eat. I love food.
And everybody here has kids.
Yes.
And they like snacks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're like, well, I can't deprive the kids just because I can't control myself. So
Right.
I try to put, like, yogurt and stuff in the house, but, you know, the kids still want sweets.
Right.
And they should have them.
So, she's drinking a lot of water.
She is.
Drink
So,
one
what?
and a half sometimes.
And what have you noticed different, like, since you started drinking more water?
My skin,
It's clearer.
yeah.
Ugh,
not
I need to do
bloated
that.
as much. I feel better all around.
How much is in that?
Better. This, all the way to the top, is a gallon.
A gallon?
Almost a gallon.
Dang. So what's your go-to sweet?
It's my go-to sweet. Peanut butter.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Peanut butter, and it's got the protein and everything.
Yeah, just like a spoonful. Yeah, me too.
Peanut butter and apple.
Dark chocolate squares.
Are they not that bad? I'll have to get some of those.
I'm out of them right
Who
now.
loves chocolate?
Too much. It breaks me out really bad. Like they say, dark chocolate's not that bad for you, in moderation. Anything is okay in moderation if we're careful.
Right.
But not too much of the bad stuff in moderation. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a pile of these chips, and then I'm gonna have a pile of those too, and whatever. But yeah, I don't know. My face just, like, I'll get pimples and breakouts, and I notice for myself, and I'm sure y'all do too. Like, if I go on vacation, I usually splurge, and being that it's vacation season, then your face looks good.
Yeah, I mean, you
but
always have clear
it's
skin.
funny because, like, even when
Mine
I was on
isn't.
vacation, I don't like the way that I feel when I eat bad anymore. I see
No.
such a
And it
difference.
takes like a week and a half to recover.
It does feel like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gross.
I did find a really super yummy treat. It's a protein powder. It's DSM 6 or something like that. It's a peanut butter cookie. Oh my gosh! Even with just water, it tastes like you're actually drinking a peanut butter cookie.
Where did you get that?
At GNC.
At GNC?
Yes, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
I find the Luna bars are, they almost feel like a sweet treat because it's real thick and
Yeah.
lots of peanut butter in it.
Some of the Quest bars are good. Some of them are terrible.
I don't know if y'all have ever had those Crunch bars, but
Yeah.
they're when you go to buy a protein bar, one of the major things you want to look at when you turn it over is look at the protein and then look at the amount of sugars. that are in it. If it's higher sugars than it is protein, then it's basically a candy bar.
Yep.
So you want to stay away from it. And that's just a simple rule of thumb that you want to kind of keep in mind. You went on a couple of vacations, and even if you didn't eat healthy, because, like, we don't, and it's okay. What did you notice, like, when you weren't in your routine? What did you notice? Like, how did you feel?
sluggish. Like when I was not eating well, I just felt heavy and just kind of gross. But I will say, when I was on my vacations, I wasn't caring as much about being really conscious of what I ate because I wanted to have a good time. However, I did find myself, like, if my husband and I went to a steakhouse, I did get a steak, but I preferred to get the steamed broccoli instead of a loaded baked potato. And that's just
Right.
something that occasionally, that's just what I want. So
Right.
it's like, that's different to actually want it, you know. So
I do
that's-
that.
I crave broccoli and asparagus.
Me too.
And tomatoes.
Yeah.
And at a restaurant, I try to look at the fish options first.
That's
I
a
mean,
good idea.
try to look, and a lot of times, especially in Louisiana, because we're so close to the Gulf, I mean, you're going to get some fresh fish. So I try to look at those options before anything else.
Right.
So, Corinne, so you're young and you're fixing to start college and going to tech. So, what made you want to come do this in the summer before you go off to college?
Because she's done it and she's doing so well with it and she's so motivated
Aw.
and all that. And I did like a small little program that I bought that I did a little while back before Christmas, and it just made me feel good to work out. It just made me feel good about myself. And she's coming every day, and so I just want to do it with her.
I think that's great for young people to start it now
Yeah.
and realize that it's a confidence booster. It's a good start to the rest of your life on being fit, being healthy.
Working
Yeah.
out is so much more than just, looking a certain way. It's about feeling good. It's about getting your endorphins going, having a better mood. I came in here this morning, I was grouchy. I was like, meh, meh.
Meh.
And then I really feel like the grandma whenever, what is that movie, Despicable Me? And he's like,
Yeah.
Grandma, look at the rocket. Meh. That's how I feel. But when you exercise, it's amazing. Like, I didn't even do that much with y'all because I was watching form and stuff. But it made me feel so much better just to get my endorphins moving, my heart rate pumping, your circulation's better. We stretched a little bit. My muscles don't feel nearly as sore, and I'm ready to go for a run. But I think, I know y'all got to go, and I think that it's so important that we share some of these things because there's people out there that think that they have to live up to this certain expectation to live a healthier lifestyle. And we are human. We're going to eat. We're going to enjoy life, and that's great. But we can also lead a healthier lifestyle. And an example, we might start this as, I'm doing this for me, and that's fine. I've seen that quote everywhere. Lauren said something yesterday, and I was like, do you know what? I don't just do this for me anymore. I do this for the people I'm around, and so do you, and so many people. Y'all are influencing people, and when you are leading a healthier lifestyle and everything, it starts to, the people around, it starts to affect them, and they start to realize, like, hey, she can do that, so can I, and we can still enjoy life. So,
Right, just start somewhere.
Yeah.
Just start it up somewhere. All right, enough girl talk. Gotta go. Bye.
bye.